Oh, hi! I've just been weeding around the garlic. My older daughter planted these, and she's an artist. Just look how beautifully spaced it is. Really, it's a work of an artist. So the garlic is doing really, really well. There's another couple of months for them to grow. So from one little clove of garlic, a whole head will emerge. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's see what we're going to look at today. Just want to let you know how I water my veggie garden. I've got a very expansive veggie garden, not only here in the backyard, but also in the front yard. So how do I water it? If I were to water it with a hose overhead, it would be impossible for me to cover everything. And by the way, I would probably waste a lot of water. So I've got a system where I use soaker hoses. That's my irrigation method. And I'll show you how that works. Okay, so in one of the previous videos you saw there were a group of children who came and planted potatoes in here. And now I've got an irrigation pipe, as you can see. It's just a soaker hose. It's just an ordinary soaker hose. It's made out of old car tyres, and you can purchase it from any kind of hardware. The reason why I chose the soaker hose is because there's no squirting. It just sweats. So I'm going to show you how it works. So I have to use my garden hose, and all I do is connect it to the end of the soaker hose. As you can see, look, the potatoes are already coming up, the ones that the children planted. I'll have to let them know, take photos and let them know about that, so that next time they come, they can see what's happening, the rewards of their work. Now I've got it on really high at the moment because I want to show you how it works. So I put it on high because I just want to show you how it works. But normally what I do is I have it on quite low. I have it on quite low and I have it on for a couple of hours. But see, it's just filling up, and then you will soon see there'll be bubbling away. The water will be coming out like a sweating hose. The hose is already very damp now as a result of that. It's coming through. Now I've got 2 veggie beds here, and I did something very clever. Do you want to know about that? So, because what I need to do with these soaker hoses is I have to get the garden hose and connect it to each soaker hose. So I have to walk around, connect it to this garden, spend it there for a couple of hours, connect it to the next garden. But I've got 2 gardens here, so that means I thought, now how can I water both of them at the same time? So what I've done is I've used a bit of very old hose, and I connected the 2 hoses together from this bed to this bed. And I don't know if you can see, but it's already sweating up there. Can you see? So I water both beds at the same time. And as you can see, there's no squirting. It's just just little droplets come out. And of course, it's targeting the roots of the veggies. That's where they get their moisture from. And especially on a hot day, you don't want to be watering overhead on vegetables, because what happens is you burn the leaves. So I find this is the most efficient way of watering. I mean, it does require me to check the time and make sure that I change the hose from one garden bed to the next during the day. How did I connect these 2 hoses together? Well, it just takes a stroke of genius, which gardeners do have extraordinarily. When they come across a difficult situation or a problem, they can work it out. Okay, so here is the soaker hose, right, on this bed. I connected it to an ordinary hose and I've put it underground, and it came up and I connected it to this hose here. You can't even see where it's connected, can you? And it's the garden hose, so it is quite a strong piece of hose there. Now this is what I have to do all the time, is I have to remove the weeds around the garlic. See how beautiful the garlic's going. You know, it takes 6 months for garlic to grow. Just one small clove is planted, and in 6 months' time there will be a head of garlic. Isn't that magic? So I've explained how I do my watering and about my irrigation system, which is a very simple way of doing it. So that's it. I hope that is helpful for you. I'll see you next time.